Colin Jost's joke on live television sent Meghan Markle's name blazing across the internet faster than any royal headline this year. He said Britain would ship her back if she wiped her Instagram, and the studio roared with laughs. That single punchline cracked open a hidden story the palace hoped was forgotten. Old yacht photos, once buried, resurfaced like secrets bobbing to the top of calm water. Viewers zoomed in on a smiling woman who looked just like Meghan, sparkling in sun and champagne. People asked how an actress from Toronto mixed with billionaires on Mediterranean decks years before meeting Prince Harry. Forums filled with timestamps, guest lists, and whispers of non-disclosure deals that might soon expire.
A Christmas photo released by the royal family features a bad Photoshop job where Prince Louis's finger appears to be missing. And this is sweet. Meghan Markle said she has a finger they can use if they need it.
While reporters phoned experts, Meghan's team stayed silent, and that silence grew louder each hour. Colin's one-liner exploded beyond the studio walls. Within minutes, the clip spread on X, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. Each share added fresh captions and slow-motion replays. Morning shows in London played the joke on loop, while radio hosts in Los Angeles asked callers if comedy had crossed a line. Meme pages posted side-by-side shots, Meghan's smiling red carpet pose next to a cartoon shipping crate. The laughs kept rolling, yet under them people felt a sharper tone, like a warning bell.
Let's have a bit of a laugh at Harry and Meghan's expense because I've finally caught up with this South Park episode.
It's quite vicious in a way, but quite funny as well.
What matters is what we have on the inside.
Political writers joined the storm. They linked the sketch to bigger questions about the Sussex brand, free speech, and royal respect. PR experts spoke on live streams, explaining how a silent response can fuel a story rather than calm it. Inside Montecito, aides drafted talking points, then ripped them up, unsure what would backfire. Harry, still facing tabloid heat over a separate lawsuit, chose to keep private. By day 2, the clip had reached 50 million views. Late-night hosts in Canada and Australia copied the punchline, proving the snowball was still gaining speed every hour.
Narcissist who cannot get enough of herself while she simultaneously plays the victim. My castle's too small.
Yeah.
The queen was mean to me. They won't let me call myself Her Royal Highness anymore, but I'm gonna put it all over my stationery and on the gifts that I give to my friends, while she never stops whining.
Detective fans turn their eyes to one picture that keeps popping up like a stubborn bubble. It shows a bright deck on a blue sea, taken in 2010 near Mykonos if the faded geotag is right. In the center stands a woman wearing big round shades, a white linen wrap, and the thin Cartier love bracelet Meghan later wore to red carpet events. The sun hits her freckles the same way later photos do. Around her sit hedge fund heirs, a tech venture boss, and Marcus Anderson, the Soho House advisor, who later introduced her to Harry. A yacht tracking map places the vessel, the Helios, docking that same week at Cannes, where a film festival guest list holds some of the same names.
Because they don't really know how to make money, right? Their entire brand is talking about their own victimhood, and they've kind of signed a deal with the devil. They've agreed to Spotify. I think that the deal was something like $25 million.
Online sleuths put the clues together in tidy charts. Bracelet match, friend overlap, travel path. They even compared cloud shapes to weather satellite shots, proving the date was real. This work spread on Reddit, then hit mainstream blogs. People who once called the image a fake now admit the evidence stacks like bricks. Each new brick makes silence from Meghan's camp feel heavier. Viewers wonder what truth hides beyond tonight. The yacht picture was the first puzzle piece. Fans built a list of people who crossed paths with Meghan that summer. Marcus Anderson, Soho House fixer, tops the chart. Logs place him at 3 island parties in 2011, including one in Ibiza. Designer Misha Nonu, later praised for arranging Meghan's date with Harry, appears too. Flight records show Misha flew from Nice to London the morning after a Helios stop. The manifest also names a palace aide linked to Prince Andrew. Archived seating plans from a Toronto fashion gala seat the same trio at one table that fall.
I truly feel like this set Meghan back, despite the butt kissing.
Observers note each meeting slid Meghan a step to the palace. Ad billionaire David Foster, whose Malibu dinner in 2013 sat Meghan beside major Spotify investors. Citizen sleuths found a charter fee tying Foster to a support boat shadowing the yacht. The pattern looks less like luck and more like a guided tour through powerful circles. Every overlap tightens the chain and fuels talk that Meghan's royal story began long before a blind date in 2016.
What was hard to get over was being blamed for something that not only I didn't do, but that happened to me.
Right after Meghan's engagement, many online traces of her past started to fade like snow in spring. The lifestyle blog she once filled with recipes and travel tips, The Tig, went dark overnight. Fans rushing to bookmark posts met only a goodbye note and a blank screen. Instagram albums that once showed rooftop dinners in Toronto switched to content not available. Even LinkedIn pages of old colleagues turned private in the same week. Tech writers noticed something stranger. Google results for Meghan Yacht 2010 dropped 3 pages in a single day. Older interviews that mentioned wild festival weekends refreshed with broken image links. Web watch tools flagged sudden requests under Europe's right-to-be-forgotten law. Someone, they said, was pressing delete very hard.
It's unbelievable how she created this whole racial firestorm for the royal family. She sat with Oprah. She clearly injected the issue of race. They were concerned about the color of my baby's skin. Turned out to be BS, among her other racism claims.
Former roommates who once tagged Meghan in beach selfies now decline all podcast invites. One hinted at signing a non-disclosure agreement with a 5-year timer ending this October. A Toronto stylist simply texted, "No comment, sorry," before blocking the reporter. Each vanished post makes curious minds dig deeper. On the internet, nothing disappears forever. Deletion only paints the target brighter. Soon, missing pieces may surface in court. Meghan's brand machine kept rolling even while the storm swirled. In January, she launched As Ever, a shiny line of mindful home goods. Photos showed her barefoot among garden herbs, promising wellness you can hold. 2 weeks later, Netflix teased a new docuseries, with Meghan reading bedtime stories to veterans' kids. Every frame glowed warm and calm, as if trouble lived on another planet. But behind those polished clips, insiders whispered about money and nerves. Staff counts in Montecito dropped from 40 to 26 this spring. A planned Spotify comeback stalled when executives asked for stronger numbers. One leaked memo showed sponsors cutting ad spend until online sentiment improves. Meanwhile, a West Coast PR firm billed extra hours pushing happy stories onto lifestyle blogs, hoping to bury chatter about erased posts. The strategy worked only halfway. Positive headlines did appear, yet comment sections filled with yacht emojis and side-eye gifs. A London poll even showed Meghan's trust score dipping below a reality TV star's for the first time. Each glossy campaign now feels like a balancing act. Sell inspiration, dodge old questions, and pray the rope holds. Law firms on both coasts now treat Meghan's story like a chessboard. Her U.S. counsel studies defamation laws, weighing a strike against bloggers who call her a paid yacht guest. Yet advisors warn that a lawsuit opens the door to discovery. Emails, calendars, even flight bills could be forced into daylight. Across the ocean, London barristers remind her that truth is a full defense under UK libel rules. If one host proves the photo is real, the case collapses in public view.
Turns out Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will still get paid millions of dollars for doing absolutely nothing.
Harry fights his own media battle in the Mirror Group phone hack trial, so doubling their docket could drain time and cash. Insiders say Archewell's reserve fund, once flush with streaming advances, now covers 2 active suits plus 3 cease and desist letters. A fresh filing might freeze sponsor talks until a verdict lands. Meanwhile, several NDAs tied to 2010 to 2013 social events expire this October. Lawyers rush to send reminder letters urging silence, but contracts signed in French waters may fall under Monaco law, not California or Crown copyright. If even one former shipmate speaks, the next court may be the court of public opinion, and that one never adjourns or go quiet. Public mood now swings like a loose gate in wind. Many once cheered Meghan as a bold voice for change. They bought her cookbooks, streamed her speeches, and posted crown emojis on every cause. But this spring, a new feeling spreads: doubt. TikTok creators slice her old interviews into short clips, pausing on every line that sounds rehearsed. Younger viewers dive into body language threads, counting blinks and finger taps as signs of hiding truth. Mainstream outlets, sensing a shift, run gentle opinion pieces about narrative control. Even papers that defended her in 2020 now note the contrast between polished slogans and unanswered questions. College debate clubs list her PR plan as a case study on image risk. Meanwhile, fan pages fight back, posting charity highlights and rescue dog visits. Yet each bright story attracts comments linking to fresh sleuth findings. Supporters feel worn, like they are bailing water faster than it pours in. Trust works on a simple rule. Once cracked, it rarely seals clean.
If you came up with the picture of an annoying, insufferable white woman, it would be Meghan Markle, even though she's not white.
Yeah, they were very worried about their safety, which I get that aspect of things after 6 episodes. I wanted to attack them.
For Meghan, mending that crack may take more than warm lighting and perfect quotes. It may require a chapter she has never written before. Autumn's calendar looks busy, even without another scandal. Meghan plans a book tour for her children's tale, Kind Hearts Grow, while Harry schedules a veterans summit in Sydney. Streaming platforms' iRatings, betting curiosity still sells. Yet every appearance could spark fresh questions if moderators do not pre-screen audiences. Industry advisors outline 3 possible lanes. First, a sit-down interview, no edits, letting her answer point blank. Risk, one slip travels wider than any apology. Second, a written timeline posted on Archewell, backed by receipts and calm wording. Critics may still call it cherry-picked. Third, stay silent, ride the news cycle, and hope a bigger story bumps this one off feeds. That path saved celebrities before, but social media's memory now stretches like elastic. Quiet only delays the snap. Meanwhile, journalists file Freedom of Information requests on yacht customs logs, and 2 podcasters tease exclusive guest testimony slated for November. Sponsors monitor sentiment graphs daily, ready to pause partnerships within minutes. However she moves, reputation behaves like fragile glassware on deck. Hands keep it safe, but one sudden wave can send everything crashing against steel railings. Colin Jost's sharp joke opened a door that may never swing shut again. The leaked yacht photos, once hidden like shells under deep sand, now roll in the wide surf of public view. Each new clue, bracelet, guest list, vanishing post, pushes Meghan farther from the story she worked years to shape. Her team weighs court fights, polished campaigns, and tight-lipped silence. As autumn nears, expired NDAs, podcast reveals, and press tours promise even more light on these shadows. Whether Meghan breaks her silence or waits for the storm to pass, the game has changed. Viewers, not royal aides, now hold the magnifying glass. If you want the next update the moment it drops, hit subscribe, tap the bell, and share your take below.